Hey guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and click on, we're gonna go ahead and duplicate the credit list, and we're gonna rename this info. Once we have that, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the costumes for it and go into the text, and I'm gonna go ahead and change this. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is pick my color, then what I have for it. Now I'm going to change it, so from the very top, I'm just going to put a how to play. I'm going to maybe put this in the center. And then I'm going to go to the next line. And what I basically want to put is how to play the game. So use space bar to jump. Then I can say if you fall, you lose. And the last thing that I can say, so I told them how to play the game, so they use the spacebar to jump, how they avoid losing, and the longer you play, the higher your score. So now I'm also telling them how to increase their score as well. So now I'm just going to go ahead and shrink this a little bit so that it fits better on my page. I'm going to go back and use my text tool to change this. And a nice way is to add little tabs so that the players can see exactly when you have a new line. Okay, so I'm going to move this more to the center, and I'm going to move this more to the side like I did last time. Okay, so now that I'm happy with this, I'm going to go back to the code tab. I'm going to leave most of these the same. The only thing that I'm really going to change is going to be the when I receive credit. I'm going to go ahead and change it to how to play instead. And I believe that should be everything that you need to change. So now to test everything out, I'm going to go ahead and click on the green flag. I'm going to click on the info button, and I can see everything here. Now we notice that because I click on the info button, I also see that my credits is still here. So instead what I'm going to do is on my credit tab, I'm going to go ahead and add from the yellow events tab, when I receive how to play, I'm going to go ahead and hide. And then in the info button, when I click on when this sprite is clicked, show menu, it should automatically show everything. So let's try this one more time. So I click on my green flag, I click on my info button, I get my info on how to play, I click on continue, and I get all my information stuff. I click on credit, same thing here. So for my info, I want to go ahead and make sure that towards the bottom in the yellow events tab, I have when I receive credit. I go into looks and I hide it. So this is why it's always good to test everything out just to make sure that everything works. So now we're going to do a final test. So when I click on info, I get the information. When I click on continue, I get everything appear. When I click on credit, I get to see the credit. When I click on continue, everything goes back. So now that we have everything, we're pretty much all set for our deep dive. As an added bonus, if you guys remember how we changed the color when we hovered over something in our buttons tab, you can also try to add that code to yourself to see if you guys remember how to do it and how it works. And you can see that you can also add a little added bonus on top of the animation of it changing color so the player knows exactly what they're hovering over. And if you don't want to use it by changing the color, you can also change it by changing its size as well, and that's also really simple to do. Now that you're done, you guys can go ahead and always tweak and edit whatever else you need, and that will be it for our week 1.